Hello and welcome to a new video on my channel. Today we're going to predict the Club World Cup 2025. Let's start with Group A to D. In Group A we have Porto, Inter Miami, Palmeiras, and Al Ahly. Porto are a club that's built around structure and consistency. They rarely dominate in flashy ways, but they get the job done with discipline. Palmeiras are similar in that regard. Very organized and hard to break down, but sometimes a bit too safe in big matches. Al Ahly always come into tournaments like this with experience on their side, but the overall level here might be a step above what they're used to. Then there's Inter Miami, a team that plays expressive football and creates chances often, but they've also shown signs of imbalance, especially when under pressure. My prediction is FC Porto first, Inter Miami second, Palmeiras third, and Al Ahly fourth. In Group B, we have Atletico Madrid, Botafogo, PSG, and Seattle Sounders. Botafogo are a strong South American side with solid foundations. They're good in tight games and have tournament experience. Seattle Sounders, on the other hand, are consistent in MLS but haven't shown they can handle the jump in quality that a competition like this demands. PSG come in with expectations to dominate, and even if they aren't as star-packed as in past years, their system and intensity still make them favorites. Atletico Madrid are always difficult to play against. They control games through structure and mental toughness, especially in knockout-type formats. My prediction is PSG first, Atletico Madrid second, Botafogo third, and Seattle Sounders last. In Group C, we have Auckland City, Bayern Munich, Benfica, and Boca Juniors. Benfica are always a wild card. They press high, they move the ball well, and they can be dangerous if they get on a roll. Boca Juniors are built around passion and fight, and while that gives them a boost, they've been inconsistent recently. Bayern Munich are one of the few sides in this tournament that can control every phase of the game. Whether they're pressing or dominating possession, they're usually the team dictating terms. Auckland City are well-drilled and dominant in their own region, but this is a huge step up in quality. My prediction is Bayern Munich first, Benfica second, Boca Juniors third, and Auckland City fourth. In Group D, we have Chelsea, Esperance Tunis, Flamengo, and Los Angeles. Flamengo are one of the most technically gifted teams from South America. They know how to control tempo, and they've proven themselves in intense matches. Los Angeles are getting stronger season by season, but they haven't fully bridged the gap to elite global competition. Chelsea are coming into this tournament with renewed focus. They've got a modern setup and the kind of depth that helps in a group stage. Esperance Tunis are tough and physical, but they often struggle to maintain that over 90 minutes against stronger opponents. My prediction is Chelsea first, Flamengo second, Los Angeles third, and Esperance Tunis fourth. Now let's go over to Group E to H. In Group E, we have Inter Milan, Monterrey, River Plate, Urawa Red Diamonds. Monterrey are a team that can surprise people. They've got the balance, the discipline, and the right approach for tournament football. River Plate bring intensity and identity, though they sometimes overcommit and leave space behind. Urawa Red Diamonds have been strong in Asia, but this group is a steep challenge. Inter Milan are simply one of the most consistent teams in this tournament. They're efficient, disciplined, and rarely lose control of a match. My prediction is Inter Milan first, Monterrey second, River Plate third, and Urawa Red Diamonds last. In Group F, we have Borussia Dortmund, Fluminense, Mamelodi Sundowns, Ulsan Hyundai. Fluminense are unpredictable. On their day, they play brilliant attacking football, but they sometimes lack control when they're under pressure. Mamelodi Sundowns are solid at the back and quite effective in transition, though they haven't always stepped up at this level. Ulsan Hyundai play a smart and patient style, but may struggle physically against faster, more direct teams. Dortmund are dynamic, aggressive, and they've been battle-tested in high-level European matches. My prediction is Borussia Dortmund first, Fluminense second, Mamelodi Sundowns third, and Ulsan Hyundai fourth. In Group G, we have Manchester City, Juventus, Al Ain, and Wydad AC. Wydad are a team that plays with discipline and heart, but the technical level isn't quite there. Al Ain tend to sit deep and play on the break, which could catch someone off guard, but they'll be tested heavily in this group. Juventus are experienced and methodical. They can grind out wins, but questions remain about how well they'll handle high-tempo opponents. Manchester City need no introduction. Their system is polished, their control of matches is unmatched, and they're comfortable in any scenario. My prediction is Manchester City first, Juventus second, Wydad AC third, and Al Ain fourth. In Group H, we have Real Madrid, Al Hilal, RB Salzburg, and Pachuca. RB Salzburg press relentlessly and play fearless football. They'll be a real challenge for more possession-based teams. Pachuca are organized and disciplined, but they sometimes struggle to create chances against top-tier defenses. Al Hilal are strong and improving, especially in terms of tactical maturity. Real Madrid enter as one of the favorites. Their game management, tournament experience, and ability to adapt to different situations give them a huge edge. My prediction is Real Madrid first, Al Hilal second, RB Salzburg third, and Pachuca fourth. Now we have all our qualifiers from the groups, and we will go to the round of 16. Porto meets Atletico Madrid in the first one. I think Atletico are a bit too good for Porto, so they will go through. Then we have Bayern Munich against Flamengo. The German champions are way too strong and will go through pretty easily. Now we have PSG versus Inter Miami. Messi will play against his old team, and on his day he could carry Inter Miami through. But it will most likely be the Champions League winners that go through to the quarterfinals. After that, we have Chelsea versus Benfica. Could be a very even game, but I think Chelsea will make it through. Then we have Inter versus Fluminense. It could be tight, but I think Inter should have the quality to go through. Now we have Manchester City versus Al Hilal. I don't think Al Hilal stand a chance. City will dominate this game and go through easily. After that, we have Real Madrid versus Juventus. This could be a really exciting game, but I think Real Madrid will win it. At last, we have Dortmund versus Monterrey. Even though Monterrey have legends like Sergio Ramos on their team, I think Dortmund will be too strong and go through. Now we have the round of 16 finished and will go to the quarterfinals. First, we will have Inter versus City, where I think City will go through. Then we have a tight game between Atletico Madrid and Bayern Munich, where I think Bayern will win. After that, we have PSG versus Chelsea that could be even, but the Frenchmen will end up on top. Then we have Dortmund versus Real Madrid. I think this is where Dortmund's run comes to an end and Real Madrid will go through. Now we're done with the quarterfinals and are left with 4 teams in the semifinals. First, we will have an exciting game where Bayern Munich play against Manchester City. After a disappointing 24-25 season for City, I think they will manage to turn the negative trend and beat Bayern to go through to the final. In the second semifinal, we have PSG versus Real Madrid. The 2 last Champions League winners will have a throw game that could involve a ton of goals. I think Real Madrid is going to show their class and go through. Then we are ready for the final that will be Manchester City versus Real Madrid. We finally get Haaland versus Mbappe again. I think both will have a great tournament, but in the end, Real Madrid will be too strong and be the champions of the Club World Cup 2025.